Welcome to our today's do-it-yourself topic, things you should do when you're unemployed. In this part 2, we will be covering the following. Preparation tips to gain employment, tips for re-examining and fine-tuning your employment strategies and tactics, ways to develop mental emotional resilience. For real value addition to this topic, please focus only on the content. Kindly ignore my lacunas in pronunciation, tone, expression, accent, grammar, my looks, and even this video's background. For the content of this video, please ask. And if you need tips on any specific topic, please let me know. Claim a free session, which also includes a couple of mandatory pre-work designed to create your future blueprint of action in the areas of personal and professional growth, relationship, moving on after setbacks, breakups, failures, startup and business success and upscaling, overcoming business, professional and personal challenges with absolutely no string attached. Kindly subscribe to this channel and please like the videos which add value to you. Plus share this message as well as the videos you like with your near and dear ones. To avail, please email on the email ID given on either of the websites, successunlimitedmantra.com and relationshipandhappiness.com. Now coming back to our topic. What to do when unemployed for long? 110 tips. This is part 2. Now, the point 5th, which have 28 preparations and ways on how to answer successfully. What is making this and how to make this answer the tipping point to make you look more impressive. The question is, why have you been out of work so long, or any of its subtle, brash, crude and rude variants? People are going to ask, interviewers are going to ask, and they have a right to know what you have been doing all this time. This question is very important for you to answer yourself, because it has not only eaten away your resources and you are still unemployed, plus it demolishes your credibility as a person who is capable enough. We will see how you can answer this, but you need to polish on everyday basis so that you can answer without becoming defensive or losing your confidence. It can be explained in any way if you have been out of work up to maximum 3 to 4 months. Beyond this, you must have an answer which is highly convincing and valid. Why the interviewers or employers want to know this? What have you been doing all this time? Why have not you found a job yet? Either if other employers did not hire you, why should they? These are the reasons. And they also want to find out, have you been sitting around idly watching TV? Were you out there hunting for work? Was your approach wrong, or your search method is ineffective? Were your expectations not calibrated with reality? Are you a square peg trying to fit yourself in a round hole? Was it something other interviewers observed which made them not to select you? Are your skills, knowledge and domain grasps up to date? Have you maintained and refined your competencies, or just let them slide by being out of touch? How desperate you are for a job? Do you genuinely want to work for them? Or you may be using this chance to fill the gap till better opportunity comes. Fill the gaps, highlighting your professional, social and personal accomplishments without giving chronological dates, as when you use this, ensure that you have upgraded your skills to the current and in demand. Whatever accomplishments or qualities you mention in your resume should be backed up with a real life incident which brings out the best in you. Never be defensive about being unemployed, nor try to hide it. Almost 70 to 80% of the people have been out of job one time or another. If and when someone asks you what you're doing, as most of the people you meet would, mention about projects that you are involved in, but also mention that you're looking for paid assignment in those areas. Reasons you can give for your ever-growing gap between the last job and the future job. Don't fall back on the lame excuse of volunteering, taking a break, traveling, or taking care of someone. This is only useful if you had very stressful job, working 14-16 hours each day and your break is for maximum around 1 to 3 months. If it is more, talk about and highlight personal accomplishments. Know your industry and whether it is experiencing turbulence. If an entire business segment like hotel, aviation, and travel industry today has taken a big hit, then this can be explained. Recovering from an illness or injury only if that is backed up by genuine and that it is in the past and won't affect your performance. If you worked with a career coach during that period, explain. Whichever way you reply, be credible and focus on the positive. For instance, it is fine to state that you took a few months to sort things out and strategically look at your life. You can mention you're being clear about what specific type of job you have been looking. You will have to do a lot of research and create data to make this rationally credible. If you have turned down any job offers, explain with solid, that is, with evidence, rational and logical reasons. Show how your skills actually help the company's current and future challenges. Now, sixth point, which has 18 tips for re-examining and fine-tuning your employment strategies and tactics. First, too many interviewers believe that if you have no job, especially if you have not had one for a while, there must be something wrong with you. You have to show through a technique called spin why not employing you would be their loss. Of course, it has to be done subtly. One of the best way to get into good organization or landing that interview happens through being referred to a position by someone who is known and trusted by the employer. This is not easy, and finding the people with influence would be comparatively easier than making them refer with nice credentials. Make a list of all people who are centers of power and influence whom you know directly or through a person close to you. Create powerful resume. Make your LinkedIn profile stand out qualitatively and show your resourcefulness, creativity, and skill sets. Treat every interview as life and death situation. Do massive research and preparation before each interview. When you don't succeed, analyze and ensure that the same mistake is never repeated. All the objection that the interviewers may raise, prepare answers for that based on earlier guidelines. All the while, never ever lose focus and neglect your self-care, grooming and dressing. Polish your communication and social and professional etiquettes. Reach out to formal employers. If you left on good terms and you still make efforts to maintain relationship, create ways to fast start and boost your enthusiasm. Make new contacts and broaden your search. Address these interview killers on war footing, out of date skills, out of date expertise, inability to work well with others. Research your own industry from outside perspective. Get up to date on the job search market. Identify opportunities on hot industries and job functions. Start your own business or look for a job, temporary, part-time or otherwise. Use keywords in your resume. Create your unique story in such a way that it inspires and motivates others. Now, 7th point. 8 answers for questions like how long have you been looking for a job and why you did not get a job for so long. I have been searching for a fair amount of time as I'm looking for a great fit. Never say I am open to any job. It sounds horrible and make you look desperate, which is the last thing you want to look, and additionally it may make you look unfocused. Be clear about your strength, interest, qualifications, work personality and career goals. When you introduce yourself, tell I am this and I am a communication professional or a financial analyst. First impressions count. Ensure that you practice professional power talk, professional handshake, professional body posture. Ensure that you look in the eye and have a confident smile. Talk about your passions. When people ask you what you do, you say I am in the market. Do you know anyone who can refer me? or know any good gigs for, say, an accountant? Now, point 8. 10 ways to manage your finances, because being unemployed for long can dip your savings very fast, and in no time you may find yourself without any money to even survive day to day. Review your budget to cut expenses as much as possible. Don't spend unless on essential, but invest in updating your skills and certifications. Know the difference between wastages, essential expenses which can be postponed, and investment which will bring change in future. Consolidate all your debt and create a debt management schedule based on new realities. Identify all the debt you need to pay. Talk with the lenders to see if installation payment can be rescheduled. Find ways to make extra cash while you look for full employment. Pick up freelance work. Consider lending options that could provide cash, but be careful of frauds and find out all about the ways the new loan increases your financial risk. Plus, how much will this new loan cost you, and when you ultimately pay. Ask yourself, can you do without this loan? Avoid getting into debt trap in any case, at any cost. There is one gig anyone can do. Start writing blogs on your experiences of unemployment, pain, suffering, financial issues, interviews, say on Quora, Medium, and other blog sites. And also share these on Facebook and LinkedIn. This will help you retain your sanity while making you productive, as well as building credibility and creating your online presence. You are anyhow unemployed, but by writing can show your knowledge and able to communicate that knowledge to others in order to help them. Rediscover and rejuvenate your creative and artistic talent. Find ways to monetize them. A lot of bloggers do make money. Of course, I have not so far discovered how. 9 ways to develop mental emotional resilience. The longer you are out of work, the more anxious, more insecure, and more depressed you can become. And this will be very much noticeable and will actually reduce your chances of landing a job. If anxiety or depression is significant, don't be afraid to seek counseling from qualified professional experts. Otherwise, find your own relaxation techniques. Be useful, add value to others, help. Volunteer for local events and causes. When you feel overwhelmed, focus on what you can control and take actions to tackle the problem. Practice healthy coping skills like writing blogs, meditating, deep breathing, exercising, and yoga. Have a genuinely caring and supportive support system. Eliminate unhealthy coping skills like overdependence on alcohol, drugs, smoking, etc. When you realize that you're getting into negativity trap, and if you find yourself thinking about how awful your life is, make yourself move. Get up and do anything physical to change your emotional state.